Okay, listen, y'all. Good evening. I'm so excited because for the past 2 weeks, when I have been coming live on here, let me make sure I'm actually talking this time. My mic has been muted, right? So I come on here, I introduce, I'm all excited and talking and stuff, and I ain't talking. Why? Because my mic is muted. So this week, my mic is not muted. I'm excited to be here. Wait, let me turn my phone down, y'all. Y'all know I be doing stuff. I'm excited to be here, and I want to say welcome to another episode of Call Me CEO, The Conversations. And this is where we go beneath the surface, we dig deep, and we talk about the real journey of becoming, the healing, the resilience, the growth, and the grace that it takes to lead as women, as a woman in today's world. And it's tough out here, and we know that. I am your host, Angela M. Davis, aka Angela Dee. I'm an author, international best-selling author, international speaker, and digital marketing strategist on a mission to help women to reignite their passion, rediscover their purpose, and reinvent their lives and businesses from the inside out. And so each week, every week, I sit down with powerhouse women who are authors, speakers, CEOs, entrepreneurs, business owners, mamas, grandmamas, and we are out here leading. These women are leading with their heart, they're leading with their faith, and they're leading with fire. Right. So tonight's episode, though, is a conversation that so many of us need. So many of us need it, but we don't really hear it. We don't talk about it, and we don't hear it out loud a lot of times, right? Because in these social media streets, everybody tries to. Everyone portrays, at least it looks like everybody is good, everybody having a good time, they living life, they ain't struggling with nothing. But behind the scenes, we know that's not true. So today we're talking about mental health while leading, the emotional weight that women carry in high pressure seasons, high pressure situations, and how we continue to show up though. How we continue to show up even when our hearts and our minds are overwhelmed, we're overstimulated, we ready to snatch our wigs off and throw them in a corner. Even then, we still show up, right? Leadership looks glamorous from the outside. It looks like I just said, we look at these, we see people all over the place and it looks so glamorous. But, behind the scenes, right, there's exhaustion, there's stress, there's responsibility. And sometimes there's even a little bit of pain that we don't give ourselves permission to even acknowledge, right? So tonight I'm talking to my sister girl, my friend, um, my co-author, my a couple of things, but I really, really love this sister. Her our guest tonight is Essence C. Myrick, professionally known as Essie the author, and Essie is a proud mother, wife, and creative storyteller with a heart for family, inclusion, and representation. And her passion for storytelling was born in childhood when her mother would rewrite stories to include Essie and her brother as the main characters. And those moments of love and imagination inspired her lifelong belief that stories have the power to connect families and make every child feel seen. I love talking to her. And as a mother of three boys, including her youngest, who is on the autism spectrum, her mission is both personal and is deeply purposeful. She founded Royal Reigns Storyworks, which is the storytelling division of Royal Reigns Design, because she bad, y'all. She bad to create stories that celebrate neurodiversity, family, and the beauty of being uniquely us. Her debut children's book, Saya and Supreme Go to the Park, launches next year. I ain't gonna tell y'all when right now, but it's launching next year as the first in the Saya Family Adventure series. And through her books and advocacy, she is committed to restoring the joy of reading, empowering parents to engage deeply with their children, and ensuring that every child, regardless of ability, feels valued and celebrated. And so we are honored to have her here tonight. I'm always happy to kick it with her. I'm going to bring her up here I always say up here on the stage, like we are really on stage though, for real. I'm going to bring her up here. And so welcome. Listen, one of these days I'm going to get how to do the drum roll when people are coming on here. Cause StreamYard got a lot going on back here. So I'm going to say drum roll. And so welcome, girl. How you doing?
Thank you so much. I'm good. I am so good. I am blessed to be here. It is 9 o'clock.
Listen, we out here though. We out here. We are out here. So, like I said, I'm so honored to have you here tonight, so we can just kick it a
Yeah.
little bit and talk about, like, what I said. What a lot of us don't talk about as women business owners and entrepreneurs and mommies and all of the good things that we are. So I think I want to start with the invisible pressure. Right, we definitely have an invisible pressure, and that's something that we don't admit. Right, we don't admit it, and we sweep it to the side. We lead even when we're tired. Right, we show up even when we're tired, because we're tired as hell right now.
Absolutely.
We so tired on this Facebook Live, honey. But you know what? We show up, though. We show up. We show up when we're hurting. We show up when we're tired. And we keep going a lot of times, even when we're breaking inside. And that's what I'm talking about, the invisible pressure on
Mhm.
women to hold everything together. Right. And it's there.
Yeah.
So, what's something women don't talk about when they're leading under stress or emotional strain or just the pressures of the day to day that we go through? What do you think we tend to hide the most?
Honestly, I think we tend to hide exactly that, the pressure, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
We get up and we like, we don't let people know, oh, we tired, we stressed out. Oh my God, I got these many things going on. We get up
Hmm.
and we're like, we look at the checklist. We got this to do. We getting up, we showing up, and that's just that. Like,
That's
we don't
it.
even talk about how tired we are or how stressed we are. And it's like, it's there, but it's not there. And I think that's the piece that, that's the invisible piece. Like, we don't even talk about it.
I agree. I agree. And there's really no right or wrong answer as to why. I think we just do it. You know what I mean? We're just wired that way. I'm not saying, it's like I said, it's not right or wrong, but it's exactly what we do. We hide it. You know what I mean? We keep it to ourselves, and we just get up and keep going. So I agree with that. So many expectations are placed on us. So many expectations,
Absolutely.
to be strong, to be steady, to be beautiful, to be the support system for everyone, for our children, our husbands, our grandchildren, at work, whatever, in the business. A lot of us are running businesses. We still doing 9 to 5s. We got kids. We got to come home and cook. We got to get these emails out. We got to do all of these things, right? And because of that, a lot of times, and then we also have to be everyone's support system. And so a lot of times we carry those things in silence, and those things, I believe, deserve space. They deserve compassion, right? And they deserve conversation. Which leads me to the one thing, because they deserve those things, which is what this leads to. It leads to burnout. A lot of times it leads to anxiety, and it leads to emotional overload or emotional load. So I want to talk just a little bit about that, because I said there is a weight. You know what I mean? There's an emotional weight behind the leadership.
Yeah.
And burnout isn't always loud. It's not always loud. You know what I mean? It's not always there with a blaring sign. I'm burning out. I'm crashing. It doesn't always come that way. Anxiety doesn't always look like panic. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't. It could look like, I got a million things to do. Let me get up and do this. Let me get up and do this. Oh my goodness, I got to get this done, right? Sometimes we don't even realize how
Mhm.
heavy that shit is until we just break.
Yeah.
You
It's
know
a
what I'm saying? We don't even realize it until it's too late. We laid up in bed like, oh my goodness, I can't do it.
I
Right.
keep home.
So yeah, absolutely. And we just keep going. And so in your experience, what are some early signs that a woman is carrying too much in your experience? Or, what does that look like? And this is like a two-part question. No, I'm gonna let you answer that one first.
Okay.
What are some early signs in your experience?
In my experience, and for me, the earliest sign, like me, is the headaches. Like, I get the headaches start to come on, and I'm like, my body just feels like I just don't want to get up. Like, I'm tired. And
Hmm.
it's a difference from, you didn't get enough sleep. So you're like, oh, I didn't sleep a lot. So I'm tired. For me, I can sleep for 8 hours, and my
Hmm.
body is just like, it's tired.
Yeah.
I feel it. My headaches start to come on. I start to get antsy. Like, any little thing starts to set me off. And it's just like, my whole emotional state just
Hmm.
shifts. And
Mhm.
sometimes it's like that. And when I
Mhm.
feel it, it's like, all right, girl, go sit down. Go
Yeah.
take that minute, like you're doing too
Yeah.
much. And it took me a long time to get to that space where it was like I'm honoring it, right? Because I think one thing we don't
Mhm.
do is we know it's happening, it's
Mhm.
there, but we don't honor it, and we don't say, you know what, go sit down, go
Yeah.
take that minute, go do something that's gonna help you get back into that calm space.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and that's what it is for me. It's like, okay, my body gets tired, the headaches start to come on, and I'm like, all right, now I know. Let me take a break. Let me just
Mhm.
go sit down. Let me just turn the phones off. Like be in a room. Dark. I love dark rooms.
Yeah.
Dark
Yeah.
room. Just take that moment to reset, and that's what I do. But it's like that. My body. My body tells it all.
Oh yeah, and it will tell us. We might not listen, but it will
That's
definitely tell us. We don't listen, and like you said, we wait till we got the headache. We
Mhm.
wait till we're just completely exhausted. We wait until we just don't feel like it no more.
Mhm.
And you know what? That really answered my second part of the question, which was, what does that even look like before it becomes a crisis? Because we see it before it becomes an actual crisis. We just keep going
Yeah.
and going. Like it,
Yeah.
we normalize the overwhelm
Yeah.
because we're so used to functioning under pressure. So it's like, that's normal. It's okay that I'm tired as hell. And, I still got to get these emails out. And you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking of the things that I say sometimes to myself. I still got to get this proposal out. I still got to finish building this website. I still got to do this. I still got to do that. You know what I mean? Even though I'm tired as shit. And I've been up since, I don't know, 3:30 this morning, and we just keep going. And so, but we also have to learn how to function better, not necessarily under that pressure, because just because we can do it, just because we can carry it, it doesn't mean that we should. So
Yeah.
that's what I mean when I say that we have to learn how to function better. We have to learn how to step away. When your eyes are burning, it's okay, you can step away. When your head is hurting, it's okay.
Girl, oh my, I'll be at the phone and I'm just like, oh, I just got to get it done. And I used to always say like, oh, I work better under pressure. I work
Yep.
better under pressure. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I work better when I have so many different things. And now I'm at a place in my life where I'm like, no, I don't.
Mm-mm.
Because what does that lead to? Yeah, I look like I'm getting shit done, but then when I turn around, my
You ain't
head
got nothing
is
done.
swimming. No, I'm not fully fulfilled. I didn't fully accomplish because how does my body feel now? You know,
Right.
that's the thing. I think sometimes we always look at the tasks. Oh yeah, I checked all these things off my checklist, but how do
Mm-hmm.
I feel? How does my body feel? Now I'm tired. Now I just want
Yep.
to I can't even enjoy, or fully feel fulfilled in the success because I'm so tired. And
Right.
you
And
know,
it affects your success. It definitely affects it. Because you can't do or be everything. And so when you running on burnout and you running on that emotional overload, you overlooking stuff.
yeah,
You're not doing things. Things are not getting done. You may not be able to show up. You might be too tired to make this meeting or too tired. You know what I mean? You didn't put too much on your plate and it's too much. And so that leads to, the healing part of it. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to do it. We have to do it if we want to be successful. We are not doing ourselves any good or any justice. God has given us so much, he's given us these gifts. He's given us these opportunities and given us all of this stuff, but we're not really getting to it because we are overwhelming and burning ourselves out and doing ourselves a disservice. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? We are definitely doing ourselves a disservice. So the healing part of that, the leading while the healing, because you can do both. A
yeah,
lot, we don't we try to act like we can't do both, and we don't want people to know, we got all of this shit going on, and everybody don't have to know the everything,
yeah,
but it's okay to say, you know what, I'm tired today. I'm too tired today, or I'm overwhelmed, or whatever it is. Because you still are a leader in your household, in
yeah,
your family, in your business, and you are doing it while you're healing. So I want to
yeah,
shift to the healing side, right? The healing side, because leadership requires requires, it is a requirement. Strength is a requirement, but it
Yes.
also requires your softness. Right. We are women CEOs. We are not, we can't be out here hustling like the men do because that's not what we're supposed to do. No. That's
Mm-hmm.
not what we're supposed to do. It requires our softness. Selling requires our softness. Running our business requires our softness. Attracting the people who need our services, our whatever it is that we have to offer requires our softness. And so healing does not happen, by accident.
No.
It does not. It's absolutely intentional. It happens, like you say, when we create that space for ourselves and honor what we see is happening. So,
Yeah.
how do you support your mental and emotional well-being while you're leading, while you're running all of these things? What do you do? You know what I mean? I know you said the dark room. Journaling, therapy, all of those things are something. So, what else do you do in that moment?
I do it all, everything you just said. But for me, the biggest, I had to first understand what healing looked like for me, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
And what understand, okay, what makes me happy, what puts me in that calm space, like how do
Yeah.
I reset? And the quiet rooms, like dark rooms, really help me. It just gives me that sense of peace.
Yeah.
And that's like my number one go-to. It's like I go into a room, I just shut everything off, no phones, no nothing, and just give myself that moment to just reset and just be still. Be
Hmm.
still. Oh, be still and just be one with myself, with no one else, and just be quiet. And over time, I've learned to how to shut my brain off in those moments and just not think, right? Because
Yeah.
one thing about us, we're constantly thinking, right? We have so
Hmm.
many different things happening that our brain,
Hmm.
when we're sleeping, we're thinking like it
Rethinking.
not shut off. I wake up and I'm like, oh my gosh, I already have my to-do list. Guess what?
Exactly. Before you even open your eyes, oh my goodness, I got to do this. I got to do. No, we can't do
Oh,
that.
right. So being in that dark room just gives me that moment to just reset.
Hmm.
And going back to my happy place is always a pen and paper.
Yes.
So that's me. I journal, I write, I just take that moment to just get all my feelings out, put it on a piece of paper, and that's my healing. That's my
Yeah.
peace. I've recently, looked into like doing therapy and like doing different things now to channel different outlets within myself. So that's also something that I've been doing. But for me, like it's a dark room and I can never go wrong with a piece of paper and a pen.
I know
And
that's
that's
right.
just my that's just my thing.
That's
I
it.
just write it out.
That's it. That's it. And I love that because you know exactly what to do. We know what to do. Sometimes we just don't do it because again, we so used to operating, under pressure. And the thing about it is though, the more we honor our minds, the more we honor the boundaries, the more we honor that space, you know what I mean, in our spirit, the stronger we become as women, the stronger we become as leaders.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People say all of these cliche things. You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't, help somebody. Yeah, all of those things are true. It's just sometimes, we like, okay, yes, we can. Yes, I can. I can do it. I can still do it, and then that cup is so empty that it's dried out. You sitting there looking crazy. You can't create. You can't build. You can't do anything. And, I say these things all the doggone time. That all of this stuff affects your business. It affects, your ability to
Yeah.
create and run a business and get to what you're here to do, man. It really does affect your ability to do those things. And so I think that leading with vulnerability is important.
Yes.
I think that one of the biggest misconceptions about leadership is that we have to be perfect, right? And
Yeah.
that if people see us struggle, they'll think that we are weak. And
That
I
is
think
so
that's
true.
crazy because vulnerability is one of the greatest leadership strengths. It's one of the biggest strengths and one of your biggest assets. So how can women lead with vulnerability? You know what I'm saying? And just honestly and gracefully without losing themselves? Because a lot of times, you know, we'll lose ourselves in that. How do you do that without even losing yourself in
I want to say that this is still something that I struggle with.
that?
And I've learned to give myself grace when it
Yeah.
comes to this, because I am that person that is, it has to be perfect, right? If it's not perfect,
Hmm.
it's
I
just,
know.
you
I
know,
know.
exactly. So it's like I'm learning how
Hmm.
to step outside of that
Yeah.
and be vulnerable, because, strength is always, I'm a strong woman, I'm a strong black woman.
Mm.
That's who I am. I have
Got
it all
that
together,
syndrome. You
you
got
know.
that syndrome.
I have it all together. You don't see me sweat. It's just this, and as I continue down this journey of now
Yeah.
stepping into becoming an author, and, you know, being a children's author at that, these babies, these kids, they show me all the time, like, girl, let it all out.
Yo, let this go.
Right. They have they have no no cares, and they're just,
Hmm.
my youngest son, he just be like, look, take it or leave it. This is who
That's
I
it.
am.
And
And
this is what you get.
is it right?
Yeah.
Deal with it or don't. I'm still, if
Yeah.
he's still laughing and joking, I'm over there upset. He over there having a good time. I say all of that just to say, like, it comes with growth. It comes with development. As you
Yeah.
continue to grow and become one within yourself, you learn that it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to not always have it together all the time.
Hmm.
You don't have to be perfect. You're gonna go out there, just show up.
Yeah.
Just, and I say that because even being here, right? This is something that it's hard for me to get out,
Yeah.
like, oh, but I'm showing up.
Yes,
So
right. That's right.
I'm here, I'm showing up, I'm being vulnerable, I'm living in my new truth and my new life. And it's just like, girls, we just got to do this, right? We
Yeah.
be here and just do it and be okay and be graceful and enjoy it, enjoy the moments. And if it don't work out the way you want to, okay, it's fine. Don't
That's
kill
right.
don't kill yourself. Don't stress out. Those moments where you feel like you just need a minute, give yourself those minutes. Just give it to yourself.
Take
Give
that
yourself
minute.
that grace and just enjoy, because you won't be able to really enjoy the things all that you're working for. Your badasses, your CEOs, you're doing all these things. Like, take those moments and just enjoy it and embrace it.
That's it.
That's it.
And you know what? You being vulnerable and showing up and being authentic and all of those things gives another woman, other women, you know, permission to breathe. They know they can, because you know, we always see ourselves in somebody else's story. We
Mhm.
always see ourselves in somebody else's struggle. So it gives us a chance to know that we can breathe, we can rest, we can feel, we can heal, and we can still lead. You know what
Yep.
I mean? Now I'm kind of going back to I want to talk a little bit about, you know, your new, like you said, your new life. You know what I'm saying? The authorship, the authorhood, stepping into that part about it. And that's all, you know, that's all leading and leadership, and all of it is. But I really want to talk about just a little bit about, you know, your new project that is coming up. I want you to talk about Saya and Supreme and stepping into this children's book realm. You know what I mean? I would love to hear about that. And I want to say, y'all, I talk to authors all the time. Essence was actually an author in one of my anthologies. And I don't know, this children's book thing is so different. It's such a different space. It's such a different place. You know what I mean? And so I want to hear about it, and just tell us a little bit about that. Tell us a little bit about Saya and Supreme.
Yes. So Science Supreme Goes to the Park. That is the first book. Um, just a little history, like I've said, I love writing. It's my
Hmm.
passion. It's always been something since I was a kid. My mom, like, it was just the thing that we did. And what I loved about it was that we brought it brought us together as a family, right? Sitting there,
Yeah.
reading together, seeing ourselves in those books was our happy place. And I was just at a point in my life where I'm like, I want to get back to doing things that I love, and writing is that for me. And a children's book with my kids, like like Ange said, I have 3 boys. I am a boy mom. uh,
Yeah,
and my youngest one is on the spectrum, and just watching how all my kids play together and how they help each other and build with one another is just such an inspiration to me. In the anthology, I wrote about it. My kids are my heroes
that's
because
right.
they just show me a different part of myself. And, we're living in a world right now where the reading levels are low for our children. And I
Yes,
just wanted to make reading fun again, right? I wanted to write something that the families could come together. You put on your PJs, get in a room together, read that book. I wanted to write something where the children could see themselves in it, where they felt valued and represented. And I just wanted to show everyone that, all children, no matter what their abilities are special. And
that's
we're
right.
all unique, all of us, whether
Right.
you have a diagnosis, whether you don't, every single person is unique, and it's okay. And it's a beautiful thing. And we want to make sure that we're embracing that, right? In this world that we're in today, like, it's really important to hug one another, be kind to one another, have patience with one another.
Absolutely.
Everyone has their own story. And the more we show up for each other and embrace and become that community, the stronger we are as a people. And that's what this is. This is a movement, guys. Like, this is book one. I have a whole series. This is the first series. I'm going to keep going. We're going to make reading fun again. We're going to show up. The families are going to come together. It's all about inclusivity. This book in itself is Saya and Supreme is going to the park. We're teaching Saya how to make friends, and then we're
Yeah.
teaching the children how to work and interact and embrace a child who is on the spectrum, understanding that, he may be a little bit different, but that does not mean that you can't embrace him and that you can't build friendship.
Yeah.
The it's from the lens of a child, because I thought it would be really important from a peer's perspective, because
Right.
children
Right.
understand children. So I am really excited about this project. If you have not pre-ordered, you have to pre-order. It is amazing. I have a strong team. I have a strong team of women behind me. We are building this. It's just such an amazing, amazing opportunity. And if you don't have it, make sure you get it.
And you know what? I agree. I am so excited to be at the ground level with this thing, and just to be able to see, the development of it, and to see the journey, and to see how passionate you are. I tell you that all the time, and every time we speak, you speak with such passion about it, and that spills over. You know what I mean? That spills over to the people that you want to reach. Tell me, like, the age range of kids do you think this book will really be beneficial for?
It will be beneficial for ages around 4 to 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 to 10. But honestly, when you're reading it, at the lessons in this book spans multiple age ranges.
Right.
So I think everyone can get something out of it. It is a great book for, teachers to, read in school, parents to read together, siblings to read together. My husband and I, my son loves it. We've read the book to him like a million times. It's insane. But yeah, but the core is like 4 to 8, but
Yeah.
anyone can get a lesson out of the book. At the end, yeah, it's amazing. I'm not gonna spill any of the details because you
Right. No, don't spill the details, but just let them know a little bit, just a little bit. And I love what you said about the family aspect of it, the family time, making reading fun again. You know what I'm saying? And teaching these kids that it's okay to pick up a book and read. You don't have to have a tablet. You don't always have to be tied to your phone. You don't have to be on the video game. Pick up a book and read the book and enjoy it with your family, though. Getting back to that. I know I used to love to read to my kids. I used to love to read to my grandchildren. I still love to read to my grandchildren. And it's a good time. It really is a good time. It builds connection, it builds memories, and that's something that when you long gone, they can say mom used to do this or grandma used to
Mhm.
do this, and look at this series that my mom created, to pass on and teach other children how to love, like you say, and be kind to one another, especially in this climate that we're in right now, especially with the way that this world is, that, bringing fun back and just being able to have fun and be kids and enjoy and love on each other, especially in our community. And I love that, they can pick up this book and see little black kids running and playing, you know what I mean, and enjoying each other and learning and teaching each other. So I think that is excellent. I think that is awesome. Before we get up out of here, I want you to let the people know where they can pre-order, how they can pre-order, and I'll also put a link down in the video, in the comments of the video. But you let them know where they can find you. How can they find you on social media? Where you at, girl? What you doing?
You can find me on Instagram, essence underscore Sherelle, ESSENCE underscore Sherelle, CHERELLE, on fit, yeah, on Facebook, SNC Myrek. Um, if you want to pre-order, you can pre-order the book, www.saya and Supreme Adventures, SYIAHSUPREME Adventures.com. When you click on the link, make sure you join the community, as well as pre-order the book. I have a lot of special things in store, so please make sure you join the community so that you can be a part of this movement that I am building.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, it's always a pleasure to kick it with you. It's always a pleasure to talk with you. I'm so extremely glad that you came. I just went to your website and grabbed the link. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop this good old link. I wanted to do that because I really want folks to be able, sometimes we get off and we forget. So I want people to get on here and, get this book. So let me drop this in the comments. If you are joining later, and you're watching the replay, go ahead and click the link, share the broadcast out, go and find Essence and get this book for your kids, your grandkids, and whomever else, schools, teachers, aunties, uncles, everybody. Get
Everybody.
this book. Everybody. This book for everybody. We want everybody to get this book. Yes. So thank you again, sister, for
Thank
joining me.
you.
I appreciate you and I will talk to you soon. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Talk to
All
you
right.
soon.
Yes. Listen, that was such a great conversation. I believe that tonight's conversation was a reminder that women are human, leaders are human, and healing is not optional. It's not optional, it's essential. Essence, I want to thank her for her honesty, her transparency, and her heart because she really, really, really is passionate about what she's speaking about. She's passionate about this children's book. I'm really excited for her. And she's just passionate about getting your kids out here and bringing our families together and making sure that our children are loving each other, our communities are loving each other. So again, thank you. And I know that your words will help many women who are carrying more than they've ever said out loud. So, to every woman that's watching, thank you. I want you to know that your mental health matters, your peace matters, your healing matters. So, make sure that you are doing whatever it is you can to be kind to your mind. When you out here running these businesses, please know and understand that your mind is your most valuable asset. So, thank you again. I want you to go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is at Angela Dee Official. So get on up over there. Get your copy of my latest book, Don't Call Me Crazy. I always think I have it. I do have it sitting right here. Don't Call Me Crazy, Call Me CEO. Make sure you do that. We also have the Don't Call Me or Call Me CEO tour coming up. So my link is also going to be in the you know where it's at in the comments. Click on it. get it and get on up over there and we up off this thing. So again, thank you for joining us. Share this episode with a woman who needs support. And I love y'all and I'll catch y'all next week.